other person who helps promotes trafficking. Ito marami to na listahan pero I listed those that are applicable to travel and tourism. Ito number 1, knowingly lease or sublease property used for TIP. O yan. Ito yung mga nasa hotel industry natin, di ba? Or accommodation. Not only that, because the law says property. So that's not only real property, even the personal property. So if you knowingly lease or sublease, use or allow to be used any house, building, tourism enterprise, or any similar establishment, any vehicle or carrier by land, sea, or air, or any computer system or hardware, or other related device, or any digital platform and application for the purpose of promoting trafficking. Pasok ka dyan. So, we have a case pending in court right now. Yung lesser ng bahay na ginamit as cyber sex den, included siya as one of the accused. Okay? I'm sorry, not included as one of the accused, but during the preliminary investigation, included siya. He's one of the persons of interest. Kasi di ba, yan, where the cyber sex then happened, dun sa property niya. Tapos nililist lang pala siya. Yan, but take note of the word knowingly. Kasi before, wala yan siya dyan. So di ba, the fact na dapat kami, as a prosecutor, needs to prove that you have knowledge. Kasi unfair naman, di ba, if nandyan lang, malaki yung hotel mo, how can you check all the rooms, di ba, na may nangyayari na trafficking? So that word knowingly is very important. Kasi kung wala yan siya dyan, may presumption na pag may nangyari sa property mo, you are already, you can be indicted as one of the respondents or one of the accused, and it is up to you to prove na wala kang alam. So at least ngayon baliktad. It is the prosecutor who has to prove that you had knowledge na nangyayari yan, but you did not stop or report it. Okay, next one. Falsifying or tampering of government-issued pre-departure documents. So this one, it's more applicable dun sa lecture ko, usually sa lectures namin sa Davao International Airport. So we will not be discussing that. Next, assisting in the conduct of fraud to acquire clearances. That's also related to travel, di ba? Usually sa airport. Yan, facilitating exit yan, or entry of traffic persons. Yan, this is also applicable sa airport. Diba? It is the entry of persons from or to the country at international and local airports, boundaries, and seaports, knowing they are not in possession of the required travel documents for the purpose of promoting trafficking in persons. So although this is not applicable to this lecture, may example ako dyan. Kasi merong mga passengers na na-offload. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. Anyway, it was referred to us for case build-up kasi nga na-offload, na-intercept ng BI, Bureau of Immigration. So, may tatlong passengers, they do not know each other, but one of them is a minor. Okay, one of them is a minor. Pero, yung mga present nila ng mga documents, even if they came from different cities, isa sa Manila, isa sa Zamboanga Bayol, isa sa Jensan, they have the same travel documents. Even yung mga certificate of employment nila, the same. Diba? Even if they don't know each other, lahat ang sinabi nila for leisure. Diba? Pero yung minor doon, for leisure, sino nag-book? Mama niya. Even their booking ID, kung saan sila na hotel, more or less, alam mong tampered. So that's why it was flagged by the BI. And then when the child was asked, so magkano yung pocket money mo? Kasi 7 days ka sa Singapore, 3,000. Mabubuhay ka ba sa Singapore ng 3,000? So of course, there are different, maraming red flag indicators. So, they were intercepted. But before the interception, yung isang one of the victims kasi, when I investigated her, ang sabi niya kasi, somebody from, I don't know if it is the airport police or somebody working, kasi naka-uniform sa airport. Kasi my first two na, di ba, pinapunta dun sa office ng BI. So, siya yung pangatlo. So, tinawag pa siya ng airport police, tinulungan siya. Pinainom pa ng water, ito yung sabihin mo, blah, blah, blah. Diba? So that's already facilitating exit or entry of traffic persons. I know, maybe because you just want to help or I don't know what's your reason, but you do not facilitate the exit of a potential traffic person or victim. So that's one of the examples. Here, the offender is not the one criminally liable, but the airport staff. Diba? If ever talaga na hindi yun na-intercept, it's the airport staff. Next one, confiscating, concealing, or destroying travel documents and personal belongings of a traffic person. Usually, ito yung mga nasa labas na, tapos tinatago yung passport. Yan siya. You cannot do that. To restrict, so that you can restrict the movement of a person. Yan, that's acts that promote trafficking. Yan. Next is destroying or concealing travel or work documents. Again, yan. Diba, yung mga passport. Meron na naman kaming isang case na parang sinabihan daw siya na parang pagdating, yung flight niya, I think, is from Davao to Manila, Manila to maybe Singapore or Hong Kong, and then Singapore to Doha. Yun usually, di ba, sa mga recruitment, kung saan sila pupunta. Ang explanation, ang instruction sa kanya, pagdating mo ng Hong Kong, itapon mo, you-rip yung isang, yung ticket mo pabalik, kasi dito ka pupunta. So, nirip niya rin, di ba? So, wala na siyang pabalik ng, instead na Hong Kong, kasi meron pala siyang pupuntahan, iba pala yung destination niya, hindi yung pabalik. So, that's just one example of destroying or concealing travel or work documents. Yan. Next is knowingly or negligently assisting entry of convicted sex offenders, usually in the airports and seaports pa rin yan. Arranging encounter of sex offenders to a child. Okay? So this one, when somebody, parang more or less related siya sa sex tourism, right? But this is not organizing a tour or travel package. It is just a person offering a child or offering a child to a suspected or convicted sex offender. Okay? So that's also included as acts promoting trafficking. It is to arrange, facilitate, expedite, or cause the introduction or encounter of persons who are suspected of or convicted sex offenders in any jurisdiction to a child. The actual introduction or encounter does need not occur to be liable under this provision. So the fact that you offer to introduce a child to a sex offender, that's already the fact that you arrange an encounter, okay, that's already considered as acts promoting trafficking. Okay? Kasi when you offer pala, tulog na siya sa TIP talaga. So, those are the acts that promote trafficking in person. The list is long, but these are the relevant acts that are these are the acts relevant to our discussion today. So, what is the penalty for acts promoting trafficking in person? That's 15 years plus fine of 500,000 to 1 million. Okay? Okay. So, that's trafficking in persons. So, medyo, okay, so we're already 33 of 54 slides. Do you need to take a break? I'll just finish one more law. Short lang to, and then you can take a break. Baka gusto niyo mag-bathroom din. Okay? Next. This is the